All right, so I told myself I'm gonna stop trying to be perfect. This better be charged up. Oh, it's about to say. Hold on, y'all. Put this microphone on so maybe it can enhance the sound. All right. So I'm about to do a soft retwist in my hair. Hold on, I seen this girl. Ooh, I know you. Hold on, y'all. So I seen this girl. Let me see. All right. So I seen this girl on let me see. Oh, they give me okay. Let me see. Am I doing too much by doing this? I mean, it's gonna be what it is. It give me a little bit more lighting. All right. So I seen this girl. Hold on. I don't know what I was about to say. So scratch. I seen this girl. Oh, actually, I remembered. What is this alarm for? Oh, so I got an alarm going off for Zara going to youth church, but we're not going. She's not going today because we got some other stuff we got to do. Anyway, so I seen this girl. She had posted her a video, and she had put her microphone on the inside of her clothes so it won't be on the outside. And I don't know why she did it, so I'm just doing it to see if maybe it changes the way things sound. Anyway, I'm about to do a soft retwist in my hair. This is a 3D mirror that I got. Not 3D, it's three-way mirror that I got from Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. So I purchased this because it'd be such a hassle doing my hair and I can't see the back. And I'm about to get to a place where I don't be doing my hair myself. So I'm like, stop doing your hair yourself and just pay somebody to do it. So I'm about to set this up. Hold on. The last time I used it, hold on, y'all. I think I might need to bring it down some. You see it look a little crazy. So the last time I had it probably like right here at this level, and I just open it up like this. Okay. And then I just went to town. So I got my bag of products for here. So I keep it real simple. I use the what is this? I think my friend be calling it lock-in. It's called like a lock-in gel. So I use this. Sometimes I'll use like some mousse to like hold it in place and not tie it down. So I'm gonna use this. Um, what else I have in here? I use this edge brush sometimes. Um, I should have cleaned it, but I didn't. And I'll use either this comb or I'll use this other little rat tail comb. My parts are pretty much defined, so I don't gotta really do too much. Um, I do have some clips right here too. Got me some clips and I got some oil. I'm not going to put no oil in my head because I don't want and I got water. This is like Jamaican black castor oil water. And then I have one that is the coconut one. I haven't used this one yet. I'm thinking about using this one. If I want to get like put a little bit more moisture in my hair. And I actually haven't used this before, so I might use it today. Anyway, so do my hair with me, and it's gonna be a story time. Story time. So be right back. All right, so while I do my hair, let's talk about um how weird it feels when your life is not a complete chaos. Like I want to say over the last I want to say like 2 years, like y'all, God was taking me through there, okay? Like taking me through there. And like at every turn, I was like, oh my God, I need a break. Oh my God, when is this going to stop? Oh my God, when is this going to like. And then I had to come to realize, like, girl, this is a part of the journey. Like, you want a different life. You want to do things different. Like, this just comes with the territory. But like, now that things have calmed down, I'm like, thank you, God, for everything I had to go through because I swear it really made me such a stronger and resilient person. I feel like because I went through the things that I've gone through, there ain't nothing I can go through. Like I can go through the depths of hell and back based on what I just went through. Like y'all literally have no idea. But sit here, sit down, grab a tea, grab some water, whatever your choice of drink is. But like I just know that like everything is really by like God's design. Like it really is. And as much as you like, oh, I want things to be different, I want things to be back to normal, I want things to be back to normal. It's really like character building. Like things that you are going through, things that I've gone through, I feel like it built my character for, you know, things that I needed to deal with. Like um during my divorce and during my separation, like I really like left that situation not knowing what was left, what was right, what was up, what was down. Like I really didn't know what was what, but I knew that like how your survival instinct kicks in and you like, girl, you either got to do this or this. And so that's kind of the space that I was in. Like, either you're going to do this or you're going to do this. Because, like, in both ways, like, it wouldn't have been like one way. If I would have went one way, then like it would have been a very detrimental situation. And I was just like, no, like, I can't do that. Like, as much as you want to stay comfortable in a situation because, like, this all I know, this all it's been, like, it don't matter. Like, God would be like I got more in store for you than this. Like you tripping off of this. Like you want to maintain this. This ain't compared to what you could really have. So like I really had to get to a place where like, God got more in store for me. And it's so crazy. Oh my God, this is like such an epiphany. But I remember when I had broke up with my daughter's father many, 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 many years ago. Like so many years ago. I think she was probably like Mm, I want to say she was maybe like, so initially I want to say she was probably like one when I first broke up with him. And before me and him even had her, we was like always like off and on, this drama, this break, that break. It was always something. And I just was so tired of like, this is too much. Like sometimes like you be with somebody for so long and you just like, you get to a point where like, this is too much. Like if I gotta deal with all of this and, you know, lose myself in the process and, you know, all the verbal stuff and like people talking down to you, nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with that. So I got to a place where like, God got more in store for me than this because it got to a place where I was like, this ghetto. Like, who want to deal with this? This is ghetto. And of course, you got women, and like, no knock against women who, sit in situations for, a certain amount of time. But I just was like, there's no way that the God that I serve wants me to keep enduring this. Like, there got to be more on the other end of this. And I just got to a place where, like, yeah, it's a no for me. So that is how I felt at the end of my marriage that I just left of 5 years because I'm like, nah, it's a no for me. Like the God that I serve, no, absolutely not. And like towards the end of my marriage, it had got really, really weird. Like really, really weird. And it made me figure out, like it made me realize like who like how they had that lady had came out with a video like who did I get married? Or like she said, who did I marry or something like it was a lady who had like a series of like who or some I can't remember. If y'all can remember what I'm talking about, then comment below. But I think it's basically like who did I marry? And she was like going on and on and on about how she fell for this, how he used her for that, this, that, and the other. Like she really like walked us through all the chaos and turmoil that came from that relationship. And so I had got to a place where like, who are you? Like, you are not the person that I said I do to 5 years ago. You are not that person. I don't know who you are, but please let the other person come back. But that person never came back. And as a woman, you got to make decisions like hard decisions, big decisions, decisions that's not even easy to make. Like, decisions that are going to affect you, your children, your well being, your stability, all the things. You just got to hunker down and make those decisions because again, like you can love somebody, but you gotta love yourself way more than you love that person or love that situation or love that stability or whatever y'all got going on or whatever y'all built. But yeah, I just got to a place where I'm like, this is getting weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? And of course, people, I'm not going to say people, I'm going to say men. Men have this thing where like they'll, pretend they're like, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, all the glitz and glam. And then, like, when they have all of those things, they don't even know what to do or function when they're in those spaces. And so, you like, okay, you wanted this, you wanted that, this, that, and the other. But it's like now that you have these things, you don't even know how to operate in this space. Or you thought that, oh, it was going to be a piece of cake or it was going to be a cakewalk or whatever. They're like, oh, I'm just going to do this, I'm going to do this, say that. Like, and then you have men that like will marry you and be in a situation with you because of the status that it gives them. So you have people that literally, not even just men, but like you have women that just want to get married to for the status. Like, oh, I got this, I got that, but like they never really like put in the real work to maintain that relationship. So it's like, why the hell be in a relationship? Why the hell be in a marriage if you're not going to put in the work to maintain it? Because if you think every day is going to be rainbows and sunshine, that is not realistic. And so I got to a place where like, it was too many like, it was, man, it was too many red flags, like way too many red flags that I'm just like, this ain't it. Like this ain't it. And so, I had to, swallow a hard pill. And then I also felt guilt, like, how didn't you see this from the beginning? Why didn't you know this? Why you didn't know that? Like I really beat myself up. Like, why didn't you see this? Why you didn't see that? And like in real time, when you in a situation, you don't always see certain things until you step out of that box and you like, damn, I was dealing with that. Damn, I dealt with that. Like, and then it'd be like accumulation of things. So you like, okay, this happened, that happened, now this happened, and that happened. And so it just be like adding on of like a whole bunch of just dumb stuff that like, granted, no relationship is perfect. Disclaimer. No relationship is perfect, but like when some shit is not adding up, like where when like the person that you're dealing with or the person that you committed, you know what I'm saying, or you made a covenant with, that something ain't right with them. And like, you gotta speak up. Like, I be telling my friends this, I be telling my daughter this, like, you are your biggest advocate. Like, when you look in the mirror and like, you assess certain situations and friendships and stuff like that, you have to advocate for yourself. Nobody's going to advocate for you no more. Like, nobody's going to advocate for you better than you can advocate for yourself. And so I'd be encouraging her to speak up. Like, you might be a little nervous to say this, or you might be a little nervous to say that, and that's okay, but work through those nerves and speak your goddamn piece. Like, speak your piece, because what they say, closed mouths don't get fed. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Closed mouths do not get fed. So anyway, I probably went off on a little tangent, but yeah, like I just got to a place where like, no, like absolutely not. And like I didn't know what the next phase or what the next step was going to look like, but I just knew like I have to get out of this because it's not healthy. Like, either I'm gonna kill. No, I can't say kill. Either I'm gonna hurt you or you gonna hurt me. And me allowing you to hurt me, and I mean like hurt me in a way where that's the end for me. Like, it was no way that I was gonna accept that to be my fate. Like, absolutely not. And I be watching way too many crime shows to be a goddamn victim of, oh, she trusted them. She believed in them. She never thought they would do this. No, I don't believe that you would never do that. Like, no, I think that you absolutely do the thing that people say you wouldn't do. Absolutely. Especially when you've seen somebody at like their absolute worst. It's like, oh no. So, if I see you like this, I can imagine like if you went a little bit further, how much more fragile you would be. So I just had to like really come to a place of like, girl, lock in, shit about to get rocky, bumpy, icy, all the things. But this is your call and this is what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Lock in and be along for the ride. But like, you know how like something's gonna be hard, it's not gonna be easy. And they always say like divorces are hard, breakups are hard, da, da, da. Like, of course, yes. But like when you built like a whole life, like 7 years of a life, or like, hold on, frizzy, which means that them parts are not defined. So we're gonna get a comb real quick and define these parts. But yeah, I had just got to a place where like, yeah, homie don't play that shit. So like, if you thought you was gonna be able to like be cool with me while you know what I'm saying, befriending an enemy, it's a no for me. It's a fucking no for me. And so people don't be wanting you to stand up for yourself. They really don't. And so the moment that you speak up and say, hey, no, I'm not rocking with that, or I'm not cool with that, they feel some type of way, especially if it don't align with what they trying to do. And it's like, I also be wondering, like, when people betray you, what do you have to gain from that? Like, what do you have to gain by befriending, an ex of somebody that you was friends with? Like, I don't know what, like, that's weird to, like, what do you have to gain from that? Like, are you just trying to get friendship, or fellowship, or access? I don't know what it is, but like, what would make you in your right mind feel like, oh yeah, let me portray this person, oh yeah, let me dog this person out, oh let me choose, to lollygag with this person to spite the other person? Like, what do you gain from that? Because like, anybody that's like trying to befriend anybody that I was cool with, that's trying to befriend my ex partner, and I was once cool with them, I wonder, what do you actually gain? Like, at the end of the day, like, are you gaining? Like, what are you gaining? What are you gaining? Like, answer me that. What are you gaining from befriending him when I'm the only reason why you even know this person. You know what I'm saying? So it just comes off hella weird, or it came off hella weird. So I just got to a place where like, I ain't trusting nobody, because like, some stuff you just don't expect to happen, and then when it happens, it's like, oh my god. But then when you have friends around you that like always have like looked at the situation weird, but they never want to speak negative on it, you know what I'm saying? They just kind of wanted you to see it for yourself. And so like, I've had, friends that like, always thought it was weird, the kind of relationship that me and this person had. But like, they wanted me to see like, hey, they're not really for you. Like, they're probably waiting for the moment to cross you. They're not really your person. They're not really they're not your people. And so it took me a long time to get to that place. But it seems like I had to go through my divorce in order for me to see it, because I feel like I wouldn't have never seen that this person really didn't rock with me. Like, I wouldn't have seen that, because there was nothing that even happened to make me like, oh, well, this happened or that happened. There was nothing happening. There was nothing that like, oh, there was no situation that would like cause for me to see certain things until I got my divorce, or my separation and stuff. And so the shit was so crazy. But I was like, like, I had to, God let me see who was for me and who wasn't for me. And I'm forever grateful for that, because I was able to like cut them snakes out the garden, you know what I'm saying, and like really hunker down and see who was on your team and who was not on your team, who got your kids back, who don't have your kids back. Like, people that I wasn't even like really talking to like that. Like, once they got wind that like, hey, I was getting divorced, I was separating, protective orders and stuff was in place, they like, what you need from me? What you need? Like, friends that I've had for years, like, hey, what you need from me? You want to pick up the kids? Want me to do this? Want me to do this? Like, let me know what support you need from me. And so, like, they know who they are, but like, I was so appreciative, because at that point, I didn't even know what I needed. You know what I'm saying? And I was so taken back by like everything that happened. But oh my God, it was so crazy because like I knew it was gonna be messy. I knew something told me in my spirit, like, girl, you getting out of this gonna be messy. But like once you get out, you gonna feel so much better. Like you gonna feel free, you gonna feel so much lighter. And lo and behold, I made it on the other side. And it's lit. It's lit over here. So like thank God that I, went through what I went through because now I could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I could confidently, securely, talk about those things because like, you know, it was a lot and like, you go through many layers of like trying to figure things out and like anger and like frustration. But then like knowing that like you're in litigation, so girl, you can't say too much, you can't do too much because everything being documented or everything being used as evidence. So like you got to really like bite your tongue because you probably like you'll get to a place where like you want to let that person have it, but like you realize like you can't give that person no power over you. Like who are they? They ain't no damn bad. Hold on, I just thought about it. I ain't even grabbed no damn edge control to go with me on vacation, but I'm gonna take this one. But yeah, so that's it, y'all. I'm gonna tie it up, and then I'm probably gonna insert. I'm gonna try to insert some. Hold on, why did I look not twisted? I'm gonna try to insert some pictures, y'all. But I'm still learning how to do this stuff. So if I insert it and it looks crazy, judge y'all mama, okay? It's like nah. But bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.